Hello, welcome to the Dave Odd-Kast, another edition of Dave's Film Night with Andy Martin. How you doing, Andy?
I am okay, Dave. I
Yeah,
am okay.
this one's going to be exciting. This podcast is going to be about the franchise, The Terminator. And I can't do the whole tune.
I don't know the other bit even.
Nah. No, I won't even try it. Right, okay.
Yeah,
So,
don't.
The Terminator was born in 1983, being the brainchild of James Cameron, that would later on grow his success. It was cutting edge film with all the effects and everything. It is what you would call, Andrew, I found out today, a tech noir film. A tech
A
noir
tech
film.
noir.
Tech
I like
noir.
that.
I like it too, and it makes perfect sense. The dark side of technology and stuff. I like it. I like it. You know, and all the long shots of the dark streets and alleys and things like
Yeah,
that.
tech noir. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
It's good, isn't it?
yeah. What? What else you
Yeah.
got? What other facts?
One of the facts. Wow.
Yeah,
Get this for a fact, right? You know, in Terminator 2,
I fucking do. Best one.
right? Did you aware? You know, the one that plays Sarah Connor?
Yes.
She also has a twin sister. Her twin sister featured on T2, right? In the scene, you know, where they're in the iron smelting place and like she's
Yeah.
about to get killed and stuff, right? They use her as a double, her identical twin. That
Ah,
was, yeah, I found out. And yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger was training for the role as well, for the Terminator. This was when the first Terminator came out. Um, when he was training for the role, he learned how to use guns so well that he could apparently uh, reassemble guns blindfolded by the end of it. How about those
yeah.
apples?
But he is a bit of a twat, isn't he?
Who?
Let's be honest. Not the Terminator, the guy. He's a bit of a
Arnold
fucking
Schwarzenegger.
asshole. Yeah.
He had
He's
58 lines in that film, in the first film.
Did I?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did more than that of 1 gram.
Yeah.
So I think something that we've got to broach in this podcast, Dave,
Yeah.
is who would win in a fight, Terminator, Robocop, or Universal Soldier,
Oh, there's one.
or the T-1000?
See, the T-1000 did win the Terminator, but let's think realistically, right? The T-1000 in real life would kick the shit out of the normal Terminator. I think he'd have a good chance against RoboCop.
Yeah, because
Universal
Robocop's
Soldier,
just a dude, isn't
yeah, he's
he?
Murphy,
Universal
isn't
Soldier's just a dude, really.
he? Yeah, I think the T-1000 would just wreck carnage.
I feel like they could have made him a little bit more family orientated, you know, like made his hand turn into a whisk
A
or
whisk
something.
in it, yeah,
Yeah,
or a flower, or a
yeah,
flower.
yeah, or a frying pan.
Yeah.
Everyone
Do you
having a
know,
good.
originally, like, James Cameron wanted the T-1000, what was it, the T-1000 in the original film, you know. But
Oh, did they?
yeah, he also wanted a robot dog
What's that?
that would come round, that would like that would go through the time machine with Reese Kyle. Yeah,
A
I
robot
think that,
dog.
yeah, he wanted a robot dog, but obviously, you know, because of budget and stuff, I think they had like
What purpose would a
one
robot
point six
dog
million
serve?
to make it. Eh? No,
What?
just to add extra like suave to it, like, but obviously he never bothered, did he?
I don't give a fuck about a dog. Not gonna lie.
But
Is
he
he not?
does really.
Is he not in there? When we
Yeah,
say Terminator, I always automatically picture Terminator 2.
yeah, because it's the best sequel ever, isn't it?
By far. Yeah, you know what?
Best
It's
sequel
one of
ever,
them
man.
weird films that is better than its predecessor.
Yeah. Did you hear about the John Connor curse?
Fucking
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no.
Let me expand your mind on this one. Right.
Go on then.
The, Right, I read in this article that there's an apparent John Connor curse, right? Because everybody who plays John Connor, bad luck comes to him, apparently. But here's what this article said, right? It said that the first guy to play John Connor, Edward Furlong, I think. He after that role, he grew up to have a load of drug problems and everything. Then another guy played John Connor in Rise Against the Machines. You know that terrible Terminator film,
Oh, terrible.
Terminator 3, right? He then was actually saw down Skid Row in LA, homeless and everything. Then um, Christian Bale played John Connor. And do you remember that famous incident where Christian Bale was caught on audio, like kind of slagging off the cast, going, "Oh, yeah, the camera's in the wrong view. You should sack him," and everything, basically being really horrible. And this was really damaging to Christian Bale's Hollywood appearance.
Well,
So
it weren't that fucking terrible for him, considering he did all the Batman films afterwards.
you know what I mean. So maybe that Connor curse is just like a loose connection.
And as for the drug problem, what would you do if you was a 16-year-old kid and someone went, "Yeah, here's fucking millions of pounds. Go and
I
spend it on
would.
drugs."
What would I do?
I'll be dead.
I'd buy a giraffe.
I'd bomb a giraffe. I'd bomb your giraffe.
Please don't abuse my giraffe.
A robo giraffe. We could make
Oh,
it
why
into
have I felt like I've said this before? Please don't abuse my giraffe.
everyone's using your draft, David.
Everyone is abusing my giraffe. I'm not going to let David Cameron abuse my giraffe. Apparently, he was meant to be really strict as well.
Was I?
Yeah, like the cast hated him because
Couldn't say.
he'd agonise over every little thing. Funnily enough, the woman that played Sarah Connor, Linda Hamilton, ended up marrying James Cameron.
Did she?
Yeah, yeah, she was his wife for a bit, but then they divorced.
There's a little bit of a love story there, isn't there?
It is, isn't it? It
That's
is,
really
it
some.
is. And apparently he was really hard on her. And even when she sprained her ankle, yeah, even
Even
when she
harder.
sprained her ankle, you know, in the first one where she's limping away from the factory, she's actually
Yeah.
broken her foot there. He just bandaged it up and that and go stick with that. It looks convincing.
Did I?
And then she marries him. Why do all the arseholes get the girls, man?
She does look a little bit cunty though. I'm not gonna lie. You probably wouldn't want her.
The first on the first Terminator, I would have done. The second one, she'd kick my ass, man. It's a little bit intimidating. Like,
She's too hard.
do you know what I mean? There's violence between. No, I won't go there. But like, yeah, man, nah, she'd kick my ass. She'd see my wheelchair and think I was like an early model of the Terminator and try and kill me or something.
True. Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah.
The day
Yeah, she
one.
would slap the shit out of you.
Yeah, you little metal motherfucker, get here. Oh,
Oh,
dear.
baby, roll.
Bro, bro. So, yeah.
So
So
I
the
think it's a carry on.
now you carry on, please.
No, you carry on, please.
Okay. Look, so basically, I forgot my train of thought now.
I'm thinking James Cameron must be a big stoner to give the Terminator a red eye like that. The last time I had red eye like that, I'd smoked fucking chronic.
Chronic.
I was like,
Chronic. You know what though? You know
what?
what though? He's on something because basically Terminator, the first Terminator had to take a break shooting because um Arnold Schwarzenegger was doing Conan the Destroyer,
Right.
and basically the company said, "Yeah, look, you know, he's got to finish this before he has like a bad boy image because he's meant to be a hero, but in this is a villain." So there were disputes over that. James Cameron had to wait 9 months to proceed shooting the film, just waiting for Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? And in that time, he wrote the script for Aliens.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if that never happened, aliens would never existed.
This is another film that we should explore.
We will cover all this. We will cover even the films that we mentioned: The Universal Soldier,
Yeah,
RoboCop,
Robo,
Murphy. You know.
Robo cunt. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Robo cunt.
Imagine RoboCop. Imagine you could have like a Robo
Robo Crip.
a Robo a Robo Creep.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
they should do.
Or
No.
Robo. Imagine if they come out like with like a Robo traffic warden.
Yeah, a film about a Robo Lollipop Man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I will help the kids get across safely, and then it just destroys any vehicles that even go over the line a little bit. Like, do you
Yeah.
know, do you know what I reckon the T-1000 is? Really,
Oh.
Elon Musk, man, he's come back from the future, right? Come back from the future. That's funny. He's come from the future, yeah. And he's thinking, all right, then, I'll infiltrate them slowly. I'll build these Teslas, get them hooked on these electric cars. Then I'll just take over. Then we can go to Mars to build up a big mechanic machine so we can spread all our influence across the universe, destroying every living organism in our path.
It has got a lot of iconic lines, hasn't it, as well? Terminator.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
that's.
like, I'll be back.
I'll be
Hasta la
back.
vista, baby.
I'll be back was actually meant to be I'll come back.
How was it?
Yeah, but he just said I'll be back 'cause he couldn't say it properly, and then people
Can't
said,
talk
"Oh, actually,
English.
that's better."
Come back. Yeah. Yeah, this
Yeah,
which
man.
way I'll be back.
Yeah. Oh, and the Terminator and James Cameron was nearly taken to court as well over it because
Oh,
basically it was meant to be copying Holland Ellis. Hold on, I got it written down here. Holland, yeah, that's it. Holland Ellis. Uh, from the Outer Limits. They were saying that like it was copying loads of themes from there, and basically it was settled out of court, but they still had to be credited. And James Cameron apparently to this day refers to what's his face? See, ain't even that important. Holland Ellison, right? Still refers to him as a parasite. So they're friends.
how many films are there in the franchise?
Well, let's go through them. You got Terminator,
Terminator 1, obviously.
Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Then you've got
Rise of the
Rise
Machine.
of the Machines. Then you've got Terminator Salvation, which just hangs there. There's no real story
Yeah,
there. It's
it's a
just a
little bit shit,
random
yeah.
one, isn't it? And then you've
Then Gen-
got Terminator Genesis.
is that it?
Nah, there's another one after it, isn't there? I'm sure there is.
Terminator Summer. Yeah, I think there is a fairly new one.
Yeah, there is, because I seen it not so long ago where John Connor comes back. And the old Lyndall Hamilton comes back in it as well after 28 years and a divorce from James Cameron. I wonder what that was like on set.
Oh, yeah.
Do you reckon it was
Maybe
kind of
he's gonna,
like, eh?
maybe he should make like a number 7 with a female Terminator who's having a period. He could call it the menstruator.
I meant to try
Yeah.
it. Yeah, okay,
He
shit.
could base it on his divorce from Linda Hamilton.
That's it, that's it.
The menstruator. I like it.
You like it, yeah?
It's a
That,
good idea, Dave.
that, that is a good idea. I think you should start writing the script right now.
Parody. We could do like a Terminator parody.
You could, and like if a girl's in the mood, she'll scan boys like if they're trouble, like, and it's like the guy's an asshole. It's like, do you know how it scans its victims and that?
Yes, yes. Cunt.
Yeah.
We forgot one. Predator. Predator.
Oh,
He's
I've
got to
got
be
an
in the fight
interesting
as
fact.
well.
I've got an interesting fact about that as well, relating to the Terminator. You know the gun that he uses in Terminator 2, that big barrel gun thing, that
Yeah, the
machine gun
minigun.
thing. He also uses the same one in Predator, apparently. The same
Oh,
actual gun.
really?
Yeah, yeah, the same actual gun. He uses the same weaponry. Yeah, man, it's interesting, isn't it? There's a lot going
Yeah.
on with this Terminator. But think about it, though. Think about the concept of the Terminator, yeah? Like, it's like, it's like Alexa just taking over and fucking your shit up. It's like like you can see where this film is coming from, and in many ways, you're right. I think James Cameron was ahead of his time because all of this stuff is happening now. You know, with this Skynet business, you could probably call it this. People are going crazy about 5G these days. You know,
Oh
uh,
yeah.
this techno aspect shows the dark side of technology that everybody fears, man. And I think it's almost like a primal fear. Like we know we're doomed to self-destruction because of our own magnificence paired with our own ignorance.
Yeah, that was a very, very philosophical point, Dave.
Now we'll play
Very
this back and
liking
you
it.
realise I'm actually chatting poop.
Well, I don't know because I think I can't really remember what you said, but it sounded quite intelligent, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie.
Thanks, man. Thanks. You
I
know,
think
did that.
Terminator, if you tied his shoes together, I think he'd be fucked.
You know, it'd
He
be
could
like
just,
one of these toys if you just put them on their back and they couldn't get up and that. It's like, oh, we've
yeah,
won. We've won, the film's over. Like, he's just lying there, any really. Oh,
yeah, yeah, fucked.
does anyone know where the switch is? No.
Give me your clothes, your boots, or your motorcycle. Fuck off.
If I,
Okay, that's the end
if
of the
I,
film.
yeah. Or to be equal and stuff like that. There could be like a disabled Terminator that always sitting. Nah, a Terminator that's always sitting down because it goes on wheels. It's kind of like a chariot Terminator. And I'll go up to people like naked in the sit down position, going, "Need your clothes, your boots, and your wheelchair."
Yeah, I need your boat, your clothes, your boots, and your punch repair kit.
Yeah, yeah,
To
yeah,
be
yeah.
fair, it's not diverse enough to film. Number two, the only black dude in it dies. You know, I can't see any disabled people in it. Just give a man a break.
Yeah, well, you could count Arnold Schwarzenegger, couldn't you? As
I'll see.
did.
Yeah, yeah. I
Uh,
suppose he's a bit of an illegal alien.
oh,
He is though. Well,
isn't it?
probably not now because he's been the governor of fucking California, hasn't
Yeah, he married into the Kennedys.
he? Did he?
Yeah,
Fucking married his sister, the fucking retard.
you really don't like Arnold, do you?
Now you know what it is because I've read a lot of books and apparently he where he got his big size and his mass from was working out at a gym in London,
Yeah,
and he went off with the bloke who took him in, fed him and everything like that before he was a star. He ran off with his wife.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh my gosh.
and I've read this in a couple of different books, so I think there is some sort of truth to it.
Yeah, yeah. No smoke without fire.
Yeah, and he's supposed to be very chauvinistic as well, you know.
Yeah, but I think that's immediate. Like, do you know what it is, man? If you're young and you're like Arnold Schwarzenegger and you're in Hollywood and
Not young though.
nah, but back when he started, like because I heard people say this, so, you know, he was a bit of a chauvinist. Yeah, he was a young lad in Hollywood, man. I'm not making up excuses for him and that, but he weren't the only one. And the only reason he got dragged out was because he wanted to become governor of California. It's like saying, oh, you have to be squeaky clean to be a politician. But being a politician is anything but squeaky clean.
It's a
You know what I mean?
dirty, dirty job.
You know, you ever seen House of Cards?
No,
Yeah, there's no point because it didn't finish, I don't think. But like,
that killed that situation,
it,
didn't it?
it illustrates, yeah, how the political circus, Congress in America, are so corrupt. And Donald Trump actually was known to say, like, if you want to understand politics, watch House of Cards. So it's kind of self,
Kevin Spacey in it.
yeah, yeah, what it was. So,
Wrong gun.
yes.
Yeah. He was
You
in
know what?
something, that was his trouble.
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, allegedly. But yeah, like it's really weird. I used to love Kevin Spacey as well, man. Like, like he played some good roles. Played some good roles. Seven was a good role where he played that serial killer.
Yeah, that was
We'll
good.
do we'll
Yeah.
do that film actually. That's
It
a
was,
really dark
yeah,
film.
and The Usual Suspects.
Yes, The Usual Suspects is a really good film.
Fucking film. Brilliant film.
I'll have to watch that again because it's years since I watched that.
Yeah, I think to be fair, next time we do one, I'm going to have to do, because I'm not going to lie, I looked on Amazon Prime, I looked on Netflix, and none of them had Terminator 2, and it just
Yeah,
ruined it for I couldn't be
yeah,
arsed then. I was like,
yeah.
fuck
It
you.
was the same. Yeah, like I think what we should do as well is review Netflix films on Netflix. Maybe we can get a payoff from Netflix.
Maybe that will buy
Maybe.
the pod.
So if Netflix hear this,
Yeah, please give us
the
lots
offers
of
there,
money so
man.
we can have drug problems like John Connor.
Exactly. I need a drug problem and new alloys. So
Yeah, I've got a drug problem. I can't afford no drugs.
yeah, that's it. My problems aren't drugs. My problems are not getting them. It makes me
Yeah.
angry and do stuff. Like accidentally on purpose steal my mum's fridge. Can't
Yeah. Tie it to the back of your chair and fucking get down that hill quick as fuck.
stop me, mum.
Don't stop me now.
Oh, we're having such a good time. We're having a ball, an eight ball.
Yeah, so I didn't really do as much revision as I should have.
It's all right, buddy. I'm just unemployed and got no girlfriend. So I have. As you can see, I've made little notes.
I have a
In
girlfriend.
fact, let's have a look at these little notes to risk my professionalism. Right. Oh, yeah, originally Arnold Schwarzenegger wanted to play Carl Reese.
Did he? The big ugly cunt.
Yeah. Carl Reese, yeah, the guy who played him was, I don't know, something Baum, right? The original guy,
Baum.
yeah, something. His second name is BLHME. But when he was auditioning for Carl Reese, he wasn't going to get the part because he
Yeah.
started auditioning. Yeah, because he started auditioning, like acting in a southern accent, and they're like, "Huh?" Right? And like they were going to drop him because they said like they don't want anyone who's of accent because obviously nationwide appeal. And they called him and said, "No, you ain't got a job because you're southern." He goes, "I'm not southern. I think he come from Canada or something." He goes, "I'm not southern." But what happened was, he was uh he was prepared. He just had a role in theatre. I think it was the Tin Cat on the Tin Roof or something, and so his character was a southern accent, but he kept it when he went to the next rehearsal and didn't realise that he was doing it.
But that's not very professional, I don't think.
Now I think do you know what to be an actor though? Like your mind can't be right, man, because you're morphing into so many different characters, yeah. And it's just like, who are you really? You know what I mean? There's got to be a point, yeah, right, where you see actors like Christian Bale, even Johnny Depp at one point used to go into roles like Christian Bale and actors like that. They go so in depth, yeah, right, that they literally alter their character and also stay in character. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger on the first set, yeah, on the set of Terminator, the first one, he avoided the rest. Lyndall Hamilton and the guy who played Carl Reese, yeah, because he believed that the robot couldn't form emotional attachments, and he said if he did before filming, then it could show on the film. So these people that are really induced into characters, man, it must muck up your head.
It's like
It
a
must,
perfect job for someone with multiple personality disorder, isn't it?
yeah, yeah.
Perfect.
And also, yeah, I would like to like have a girlfriend as an actress because I wouldn't know when she's lying to me or faking it.
Or when she's getting fingered by the director.
Exactly. But if she brings in the money, Weinstein can have his cake. Anyway, no!
Yeah, brown cake. Have his brown cake.
We're getting dangerous on this film, not podcast already.
Dave, I think the chances of who was it? Which one did you say then? Epstein, not Epstein.
Oh,
Weinstein.
Weinstein, yeah. This is
I,
the
I think the
Weinstein.
chances of
Or
Weinstein, Arnold
Swinestein.
Schwarzenegger, or someone else, James Cameron, actually hearing this podcast are quite slim. I
I
wouldn't
wish
say
they did.
anything
I wish they did.
because
That
I
would
would
be
scare
cool.
them. I'd be
No, that
scared to say
that would
anything.
be
Like,
cool. If James
it's okay
Cameron,
like this. I'm just having a chat with you. That's all right. Well, mate.
if James Cameron saw me, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, all right, I want to make an expensive movie about that guy,
Yeah, the Rollinator.
the rolling out the roller, the out of
Yeah,
control the roller."
out of control, rolling down the fucking hill fast as you can.
Nah, but it's like I don't know, man. Like with a lot of these films, yeah,
Yeah.
they're just gonna say they're just gonna keep making loads and loads until like the cash revenue comes in, and then the whole franchise just dries out.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's had enough now,
I,
and it
I thought that would happen with Terminator 3 because I watched that and I thought that was pants. That was
it weren't
absolute.
amazing,
No,
but it weren't shockingly shit either. I
I,
don't think.
no, I think it was. I thought it was terrible. Like, I
But
mean,
it doesn't.
I like, yeah, I like the. See, this is the thing. Yeah, it was that bad that to like, I'm saying it's good that they got a female character as a Terminator, but let the female character be the hero, man. You still got John Connor's girlfriend there. She could be a strong woman. You've got a load of strong women in there. Don't distract us all by how she's it is by showing us Terminator that are boobs inflate. And James Cameron didn't even direct those. James Cameron directed number
You
one,
know.
number two, and the last one. And those are the best ones.
Ah.
He he didn't he
Oh,
didn't
well, I
direct
haven't seen the last
he,
one.
yeah, he didn't direct. We need to watch it then. I think it's called Dark Skies or something like that. I don't know. We'll
The
have to find
Skynet,
out.
something like that.
I think it's called Dark Skulls. But like, yeah, he directed that one. And let me tell you something, yeah, man. I seen it, and it had some of the old flavour back. It had some of the
Nice,
old flavour back.
nice. When I was
And
little, right, I came down the stairs.
that's
Obviously,
disgusting.
I was born in '85.
Yeah,
I came on the stairs. No, I came down the stairs and I was about 2, and I looked through the banner stat, and Terminator 1 was on, and
yeah,
I just saw the bit where she crushes him with the machine, and then I
yeah.
was scared for like yeah, till I was about 18, till I was
And
about 18, like
it,
Terminator.
and it,
You'd say the lady press the button, the lady press the button.
ah, now, and it
Honestly,
amazing that,
it's true
and it
story.
amazing that, like, what you're scared of as a kid, like, it's crazy. Because I was scared of we'll do one on this as well. I was scared of Nightmare on Elm Street, man. That was a scary movie.
Everyone was scared of Nightmare on Elm Street.
That was a scary
I
movie,
think
man.
we should definitely do Freddy. Freddy's one of them we gotta do.
Yeah.
Gotta do Freddy.
We gotta do
Maybe
Freddy.
Robocop.
Robocop, maybe. We'll do it at some point.
Kickboxer.
We need to do Pulp Fiction. That's
Predator.
what we need to do. You know what people need to do? They need to send in requests of what films they want us to discuss, or
Yeah.
actually badly revise some facts about it. You know what I mean?
Or right, maybe people could send requests of the worst fucking film I've ever seen, and then we could watch it, and then we could review that like
Yeah,
shit films.
yeah. Do you know what the worst
Because
film is to me?
what
Mm,
what?
It's shameful that I've even watched this. Charlie's Angels 2. It's the
What a
worst.
fucking
It's the
cock.
worst piece of shit. I don't know what else to call it. Worst piece of shit ever done. Right? Like, even when I watched the film, I was like, yeah, it's a bit shit. And they had to have like script doctors on it to amend the script because it was that fucked up. Like, it was a
I
poor.
went to the cinema once, and watched Ghost. Well, I didn't watch it. I went to the cinema to watch Ghost Ship, and I fucking fell asleep 5 minutes
yeah,
after it started.
I've seen
And I
that.
fucking woke up 2 minutes before it ended because it was that shit.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen that. It's the part where it's like the wires across the whole boat and it splits them all in half or something. You'll know what I'm talking about if you
Yeah.
watch the film. But like,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
the
all.
cable comes across the lip.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would quite like to do a shit film with you, actually. That would be quite interesting,
I think
you know.
I think we should do a little film project. We should
What's this
make
film?
we should make right, and when we made it, we'll show people on the Dave Odd-Kast YouTube channel. Right. And we could do like a shit horror film or something. We'll come up with ideas, yeah.
Take one.
Yeah, me, you could make one.
How are we going to do that? We ain't got no budget.
Doesn't matter, mate.
Oh, no. Got a phone.
We have phone, laptop camera, and imagination.
We could say it was more realistic being on a phone camera.
Yeah, we could say, well, you know, it reflects the reality within us. As we see reality, it seems messy and raw, but this is what the film expresses by these
Can
shit
I?
camera shots.
Can I be like the horror person? You know, like the fucking villain.
Yeah. Oh, I tell you what, yeah, right, because they never have disabled action heroes and RoboCop don't count, right? Never had disabled action heroes, yeah. So what we could do is, yeah, you could met like the guys in a wheelchair, the hero. You could be like the monster villain guy. It could be David and Goliath or something like that in
I
the
could be.
future.
I could be Terminator with a belly. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
and I could be
Like,
Carl Reese recovering after an accident.
or Kyle Reese recovering from heroin addiction.
Does he put
That
you in a wheelchair?
no heroin addiction that cost him his legs because he
Yeah,
injected it
yeah,
in
yeah,
bad
yeah.
way.
Yeah, because like now he thinks he's served his purpose in the past world, and he's got nothing to do now because
Bored as
Sarah
fuck.
Connor left him after she had sex with him the first time on the
Bit like
first
Dan
one.
Cameron. Yeah.
She ran up with James Cameron. He's like, "Well, what can I do now? Everyone I know is actually in the future, and I can't get back. I'm gonna go on the brown sugar."
And create a fat Terminator who in turn turns on him for making him fat.
Yeah,
So
and it's the same with the deal with the Terminator. He's stuck there now, and his mission's over. And like he just got upgraded to feel like a Just Eat app and that, and he's just got big.
yeah, sounds like a good. David, my battery may run out soon. Caption has just come up on my phone.
It's okay, buddy. This is always a good casual chat, and I'm sure people enjoy it anyway. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? And I lose terrible facts of
I
Terminator
would
and other movies. It's quite entertaining.
I would like to do maybe if we did a franchise one, and then we did a shit film one, and then we did like I don't know, like another kind of film one. Maybe we can
If you want
rotate
to get
them.
all artsy, we could do independent films. See, the thing is, people listen to me like I know I sound like I'm not that deep, but I studied film, right, university. I never finished it, but regardless, I've still got the A levels.
I
No,
studied a certain type of film for about 7 minutes at a time, and then I couldn't study it again for another like hour.
yeah.
That that was what my youth comprised of, studying fucking pornos.
Nah, but do you know what? Even though pornos, like when you finish, do you ever watch the rest of it? You don't, do you? You
Do
just
you?
sit there. You know, you're not going to sit back and go, oh, what's going on here?
You have
Oh,
to try and get it as well, so that you're spunking at just the right time in the video. You
yeah,
know, but
yeah,
maybe not everyone. But I'm like a perfection wanker.
yeah, yeah. All
What are
this
you gonna
stuff.
do, Dave? What are you
All
gonna
this.
do?
What are you going to do?
I don't
What?
fucking know. We'll review something anyway.
Yeah.
Do we have to decide now what we're going to review next week?
We can pitch ideas, but we don't have to decide indefinitely. Shall we decide now? Should we just decide now?
Let's pitch some ideas. What film would you really like to review?
What film would I really like to review? Pulp Fiction.
You know what I'd really like to review, actually? Pulp Fiction's a good one. Watership Down. That shit's fucked up.
Yeah.
Fucked up,
Yeah.
Dave.
It is messed up, and it's meant to be like a kid's film, isn't it?
Should we do Pulp Fiction this week?
We could do. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, I'm on board.
So what film are we doing for next weekend?
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction. And then we can do Watership Down. And then we'll do Lion King, because Lion King is also an emotionally tearing film. Based on Hamlet.
What is?
Lion
Not the
King.
cigar?
Hamlet, no, the Shakespeare play.
Is it
Killing
really?
all cigars, eh? Well, nah.
I just smoked cigars when I was trying to be like sophisticated.
No, I do like cigars, like, not even, like, I'd smoke them in my own company and have no ego about it. I like them. They're nice, man. But the thing is, if you smoke too much anyway, you'll be ill.
Before I tried to kill myself, I bought a cigar and some brandy, and for some reason I thought that was a fitting way to end my life. I'm smoking a cigar.
You know, mate, it's all about ritual, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like it's all about ritual. Like you saw that as a fitting way to like kind of, okay, this is kind of my last treat. I get it, man. I get it.
Yeah, let's go back in a blaze of sophistication.
Sophistication.
So sophistication.
Yeah, and people are going to hear this and they're like, who are these two dudes? We're Dave and Andrew, and we're coming through your back door.
Andrew and Dave coming through your back door.
Yeah.
Okay, Pulp Fiction, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. I will speak to you soon, but I will see you again on Dave's Odd-Kast next week.
Yes, I will see you at the same time. And thank you for that discussion of Terminator and films of the future and films of the past. I don't know what I was trying to say there. But guys,
all I really did was a select few people, though, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Oh, you met me, I love you, man. But
yeah, I love you too.
But like, yeah. So next week, if you want to subscribe, please join my YouTube channel. Subscribe, Dave's Odd-Kast. You can follow me on YouTube. Press the subscribe button so I can become successful in this pandemic. And also, there's nothing else to do. Like, you know what, man? Like, everybody just hang in there, man. I'm just gonna say, man, because it is crap. And like, the thing is, like, it affects everyone differently. You know what I mean? People say be grateful for what you've got. Definitely, you know what I mean. But also, it's difficult, man. It's difficult. So why you find it really difficult, like I am? Just listen to me and Andy just rant randomly about films and like not really stick to the subject. But you love it. You love it, and you're gonna love it, and you're gonna make me successful. Subscribe. Andy, thank you again for another movie night.
David, thank you for moving. I will see you next week.
If we weren't I can't even talk. If we weren't distancing, mate, I'd give you like a full body hug. Not with the legs wrapped around and that. But thank you, man. I suppose you need to shave first. Because
my beard.
Yeah.
Why?
Because like if I don't look at you and I don't know if it's a man, then I'm saying to myself, I'm not a homosexual.
Trust me, part of the appeal is having it tickling your balls. I'll see you next week.
I'll see you next week, mate.
See you later, mate.
See you later. Bye-bye. See ya. Bye. Cheers.